Hello, I'm Cindy Halpern, and this is Erev Rosh Hashanah, which means we're on the eve of the Jewish New Year. And it's a time of reflection for Jews, reflecting over the past year and praying and hoping that the next year will be good. And I mean good in a spiritual way. I know some people pray for materialistic things, but it is a spiritual Jewish New Year. And there's a phrase I use a lot when someone has passed away, and that is, may his or her memory be a blessing. Now, what do I mean by that? Of course, we remember our dearly departed, but what I mean is to do something in their memory that's positive, or to think about a positive memory. I give an example of my brothers. They both had Duchenne muscular dystrophy. They had a very hard life, and they declined gradually through the years to the point that they both passed away. But when I think of my brothers, I try to think of positive things. First of all, I think of what they contributed to my life, what they taught me about helping and serving other people. They taught me a very valuable life lesson. And I try to remember some happy memories. There aren't many because of their suffering, but, you know, I try to remember the memories that are positive, and I try to remember to do positive things in their memory, so to perpetuate a positive memory of them. So when I say, may his or her memory be a blessing, that people remember their loved ones' memories in a positive way, and they do positive action connected to that. Now, my mom served as my example. When both her sons died, she still tried to get laws passed to help the handicapped. She dedicated books in the library in their memory, elevators, anything positive that she could to perpetuate a positive connection to their name and to their memory. And this is what I mean when I say that. So it's just something to think about. I mean, we all lose loved ones eventually. It's just a fact of life. And just try to do a positive thing in the person's memory. I know some people are bereaved and they drink, they do drugs, they act out against their other children, they act out against their spouses, they lose their job. This is not a positive way to remember the person. You're not perpetuating a positive memory of that person. And instead, you have to reach out to people. You have to do good deeds and mitzvahs. You have to say a kind word. You have to, just in their memory, do good in their name. Do good in their memory. And that way, when people remember them, they'll remember them in a positive way and not remember them in a negative way. And it's just so important. I went to Rhode Island yesterday to the cemetery. You're supposed to visit the gravestones before Rosh Hashanah, and I did. And I'd lift their pictures on their gravestones and took pictures of that so I could look at that, you know. But, you know, they're not really at the cemetery. Their souls are not at the cemetery. Their bodies are in the ground, and it's out of respect for their memory. But I know that their souls are not at that cemetery. Their souls are sometimes, I think, with me, protecting me, or their souls are in heaven. And, you know, to separate body and soul. But, you know, you're supposed to remember them. But I was thinking, as I walked on Blackstone Boulevard with Karen after I visited the cemetery, and I was thinking of what a beautiful day it was, and that, you know, I wish my loved ones could have enjoyed a beautiful day like that, not in their suffering, but in health. And I was walking down Blackstone Boulevard looking at the fancy homes there. But what I was really thinking was, what kind of people live in these homes? Are they happy? Do they have happy lives? Do they value their loved ones? Do they use their money wisely in helping other people? And I took pictures of some of these homes, hoping that I was taking pictures of happy homes, of people who live wisely. And then when they die, that they don't think, you know, their loved ones don't think of the mansions, but of the love that was given inside those homes. you know. And I was thinking like that, and I was just so grateful for the day, for it being a beautiful day. And then I walked with my friend Karen. I mean, I do live 200 miles away, so it's quite a trek to go to Rhode Island from Long Island and back the same day. It's 400 miles round trip, really. But that I was blessed to be able to make that trip, and that's a blessing, and to make that trip in memory of my family and to have a good day, then that's, you know, really respecting the legacy of my family. And I just say Happy New Year to my Jewish friends, and still a Happy New Year to my non-Jewish friends. I still wish you all health and happiness, whether you're Jewish or not. Thank you.